Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Ms. Kiff has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing.
Now, everyone's either in a toxic relationship currently or been in a toxic relationship in the past, but it's no one's business. Not my business, not the other person watching this video's business. It's no one's business. Unless you start making YouTube videos and coming out and attacking the other person, trying to expose them, and talk about your toxic relationship, on how this ex-partner donkey, what are the things they did to me, then it is everyone's relationship. We are all in a relationship with them. That is when it is everyone's business. In the past couple of days, popular streamer Emiru and Miss Kiff started going at it. And yeah, I've been just, eating my popcorn and just watching them go at it with each other. And I gotta say, the guy in this relationship, a very popular streamer who's been streaming for 10 plus years, Miss Kiff, is a pathetic donkey. Pretty much. For a little bit of context, Emiru is the same person we talked about a couple days ago who got assaulted at TwitchCon, where this other donkey tried to unconsensually exchange tongues with her, exchange salivas. Fortunately, he was arrested, and Emiru, in fact, did not let this guy French her. Just, it was a fail attempt. And just a couple of days ago, she posted a YouTube video saying, I can't hold it in anymore. I need to talk about this. I need to talk about my toxic relationship. The things that this guy has been doing to me in the past couple of years that we've been in a relationship, including sexual assault, including domestic abuse, including a bunch of shit. Anyways, I'm going to show you only the highlights and the most important parts about this whole toxic relationship that we are all in right now. It is all our relationship since it is out there online. And yeah, this is the part where they had a fight and then they reunited. They went out after they went back to, indoors. This is the part where she says that Miss Kiff sexually assaulted her.
I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high, because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to try to distance myself from him. So yeah, we were just talking and I was crying a lot. He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying, and he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants, and I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying.
I feel like I did something wrong. You did nothing wrong, Miss Gift. This is just what normal people do. Whenever you had a fight, then you reunite, you start crying in each other's arms. Everyone does this. You shove it down and you try to helicopter down there. You look sad. I can fix that. Cha-ching! Yeah, pretty much sexual assault. And what happened? Did he sit? Did he comfort? Did he apologize? Did he, does what every normal brain human being does? No, he got up and was like, oh, I feel like I did something wrong. All right, take care, bye.
And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without, checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but I just felt this pressure, I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense.
Now, obviously, when she came out, these were allegations. Okay, where's the receipt? Where's the proof? Anyone can say anything online and accuse anyone of anything without showing any receipts. They have to show some receipts. Well, she didn't really have to, because Miss Kiff decided to just come out of nowhere and be like, I did it! It was me! I did it! And I just want to say that I wish I said sorry then and there and not deuced out of that situation. And then, after confirming this, that I, sexually assaulted her, I'm going to go on a full rant and try to destroy her with coming out with all sorts of receipts and blackmails and all that shit in the next couple of days.
We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's. a common place where we would get food. And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards.
Now, obviously, this is not as bad as that creep on TwitchCon trying to fill her up with his tongue without her consent, without anything. Miskiff and her do have a history together. They've been in a relationship. After a month of breaking up, they went together, they went out, they went back to their place, they cuddled, they made out, but then they were crying, and that's the first thought he, came to his head. Let me finger her while she's crying. Disgusting stuff, I would say, in my personal opinion. You don't try to finger someone while they're trying to, express themselves to you crying, even though if you're making out still, you don't cross that line. It's just wrong. Talk to me. Yeah, the thing I said, I'm sorry, and the thing you said about this, yeah, we're pretty toxic. Anyways, you enjoying this? You like this? Obviously, any woman in this situation is going to be like, take your motherfucking hands off of me, you donkey. Anyone in this situation would have done that. If I was a female, I would have done that. It's just uncomfortable, right? But this is the part where it gets even more pathetic, where Emiru goes in a long video and says that how, moving up to the next topic, the domestic violence against her. She goes on and she says, he threw her phone at, his phone at me, even bruised me up, this and that. And Miskiff's defense was just chef's kiss. He thought he really cooked something. He thought he ate and left no crumbs, but he left a bunch of crumbs and gave a lot of people food poisoning with his response.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah.
I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
I am so sorry, Miskiff, that clothes were thrown at you, that small toys were thrown at you. I'm sure you're going through a lot of that. I mean, if she actually did something worse, he would have 100% said something about it, because he's going nuclear at this whole shit. But I'm sure clothes really hurt you. I'm so sorry that you went through that. I can't imagine the toy violence that you went through. Those clothes must have left a mark, must have traumatized you. And boo Emiru for throwing clothes at you. Now, my favorite part about this whole thing is the fact that Miskiff was jealous, even raged, when she found out that she has more viewers than him. And he confirms it. And he calls it a sick illness.
Discord messages, and he's messaging me. He's saying like, Emmy, I'm gonna kill myself. I waited, or I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc. Basically he was upset because I had higher viewership than him. That's literally it. I had higher viewership than him. And like I said, this is during an event. So there were drops. Like, everyone knows when there's drops. Like,
when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting, and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me.
It's a very, very sick illness that we should not joke about. This is some serious stuff. We should all wish him well. Don't care about it so much. So what if you make $200,000 a month and she makes $250,000 or $300,000? You're still good. Like, we believe in you. Don't be upset that they're making more money and they have more higher viewership than you, and more people, decide to watch them. And especially when it's your partner, the person you're supposed to lift up. When they do this to you, how dare they fucking have more viewership than you? They should, as a matter of fact, block like a lot of people to have less viewership than you, because they need to support you and they need to have less viewership than you. Totally, we're all on your side on this. This is absolutely disgusting stuff from your partner, having, doing better in life than you. Can't imagine what you're going through. And it even got to a point where Emiru says in her video that at one point they had to stream on different days because he didn't like it that she had more viewers, and because they watched both of them, but the whole community, and more community members decided to watch her. So he was like, when I stream, you're not allowed to stream. As a matter of fact, go watch TV series or even go stare at the wall. Go hear the birds chip in the morning. I don't give a fuck what you do. But when I stream, you're not allowed to stream. This day, you're only allowed to stream.
I wanted to stream at the same time as me. We really avoided it. And to me at the time, it made sense because, I was like, well, of course, we share a lot of community members. If we're live at separate times, we're both going to perform better. It makes sense. A lot of you guys probably noticed that I would only usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That was because of him. And now I stream whenever I want. But the first time that we ever streamed at the same time was for the 2024 Rust Kingdoms event on Twitch. We were sharing drops. Like I said, you can go find all of this. This is public. There are clips of this. We're both streaming the Rust event, and I thought it was going really well. I thought everyone was having fun. I was like, oh, this is great. Everyone's, doing the same thing at the same time. We're all hanging out. We're gonna have fun. I was really, really excited. And then I start seeing in my chat, people start saying, unofficial Ms. Raid, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me. He's saying, Emmy, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc. Basically, he was upset because I had higher viewership than him. That's literally it. I had higher viewership than him. And like I said, this is during an event. So there were drops. Everyone knows when there's drops, it's not even fucking real. But yeah, I tried to tell him, I was like, bro, you should come back and play. Everyone's having fun. Everyone's wondering where you are. But yeah, he ended his stream. And then I'm still live, trying to act like nothing's wrong. And in that house, I had a glass door so I could see this was happening. He was walking behind me, making sure that I knew he was there. And by the way, so there were many ways out of that house if he wanted to leave the house that were closer to his stream room. He intentionally chose the door that was right by my room. I feel like that's pretty apparent, at least to me. He starts walking behind my stream and slamming the door so loud that my noise gate can pick it up. So even people on my stream are able to hear this is happening. And he slams it so hard and so many times that the front door literally broke. The lock did not work anymore. It didn't work for months, and it would just make this horrible sound that I would have to hear every fucking day. But anyway, so I hear him back there doing this, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I tell my stream, I'm like, hey, guys, I'll be right back. I get up and I go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, Emmy, I hate all you guys. All you guys do is just take from me, and I'm just done. I'm just done. And I was like, is this really happening because of Rust drops? And he was like, I don't know what else to do. He was going off on me, basically saying that.
As you can see, Emiru is very delusional. She doesn't even know what she did. She's smiling and she doesn't care about the damages that she's doing. I can't do the whole sarcasm thing anymore. I think it's getting too much. I need to drop it a little bit. This is what I call small boy ding dong energy behavior. This is not a sickness. This is not an illness. This is just small boy behaviors. No, you have more. This is how I imagine Miskiff sounds whenever he's he gets upset. I'm gonna exit the game in real life. I hate you. You take from me. Just how pathetic. This is how exactly pathetic it is in my head. You have more viewers than me. I hate you so much. Jesus fucking Christ. I won't be surprised if he broke up with her many times because, she had more viewerships than him. It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. Hey babe, you wanna go get some food, since we both finished our stream? No, I'm not talking to you for a week because I hate you so much. I'm gonna go cry in the bathtub and, just think about the things you did to me. And I'll wait for the apology and the written notes and all the flowers and the tampons that you're gonna bring me. Miskiff is saying this while he's crying in the bathtub. Anyways, for some context, in 2021, 2022, Mischief got canceled because multiple women came out and said that he's been giving them hush money to keep the sexual assaults, hushed. And, he went through it back and forth. Apparently, he proved them wrong. But then Emiro coming out and saying all these things, and he's getting canceled again. And with his responses, he's just digging himself a deeper hole. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it much anymore. These were the important things I wanted to share with you and share my thoughts on it. What's next for Miskiff? He said over the next couple of days, he's going to go nuclear and expose everyone. Because he doesn't care anymore and he doesn't have anything else to lose. Brother, just go quietly. Just, retire, honestly. Just, go in the shadows. I don't think you can make this any better. Because every time you open your mouth, things just get worse and worse for you. You think you're cooking, but you're burning. You're burning shit. You're burning everything. And what's going to happen from Emru's side, she said in her video that she is going to get a restraining order against them.
I also want to say, just so people know, that I'm not just trying to put this out there and then, I am already in the process of filing a restraining order on him in both Texas and California. Anyways,
that's all I have for you today. If you thought your relationship was toxic, well, think again. Or maybe it is more toxic. I don't know shit about you, honestly. Anyways, more videos over here. If anything more interesting happens, I'm going to share it with you. Like it, subscription, it's much appreciated. You take it easy. I'll see you at the next one.